I'm gonna be showing you some amazing positions, which are from like one of the Jacob Aagard's books. Yeah, Jacob Aagard is a Scottish chess grandmaster who's reading like a bunch of like really good books, and like the book like series that I really like is called like Grandmaster Preparation, and he basically like did those books just, you know, to be able to prepare like a grandmaster kind of. They are really good books that are like for people that are like, around like between 2000 and like 2400, I would say. So they're like really difficult, but I think it's gonna be really fun. And chat, I want to do this with you, so I want us all to like come together and try to solve these together, and they're gonna be difficult, but they are going to be good. I remember that when I used to study a lot of chess, I used to do these, and it would take me like a while to figure out the result, the like answer. So I don't even know if I'm gonna find the answer, but I think that we're all in this together. Then I think that we can do it. So I think it's gonna be really fun. So people, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go ahead and look at this from Black's perspective. It's Black to play right now, and this is from the book that is Attack and Defense. So this is basically what you need to think about is that this problem has to do with attacking and defending. You know, it's either us attacking or it's us defending, and because it like seems like white is putting all this pressure towards h7, it feels like it will be us who are defending, right? Okay, chat, there's a little slight issue. Yeah, so it's actually white to play here. Okay, I looked at it from the wrong side, everybody. I looked at it from the wrong side. So it's white to play, everybody. Are you ready to figure out what it is that, you know, white can play? How does white win, everybody here? All right, so there's like a lot of tactics here. I feel like, you know, knight e6 could be one idea, and then like something taking on h7 is another idea. And then, I mean, like, there's just so many ideas. I don't know what another idea could be. Maybe going something like, oh, chat, it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. You guys are seeing it. Yes, there we go. Tactics. Yes, I think it's very beautiful. I think this is very beautiful. Bishop g6. I think that's the move. Bishop g6. If you take it with this pawn, then you will go ahead and take the rook, and then if you take it with this pawn, then you will go knight takes e6, and then the queen will be trapped. The queen cannot go anywhere. All of these squares will be taken. So that is very beautiful. Bishop g6 is very beautiful. And if you don't take, so if you just stay here, I mean, we're threatening to take on f7. If you castle, then we're just gonna take over here, and it's gonna be a checkmate. So, and I don't know how you can defend on f7 otherwise. There's just no really any way to defend here. Okay, I think that deserves a big round of applause. Yes, big round of applause. I think it's gonna be bishop g6. Let's go ahead and check it out. Bishop g6 is the move. Look at that, chat. I am telling you, you are 1500s, all of you. That is amazing. So yeah, no, it doesn't really like end immediately, but takes here. This is the line that they're giving. Queen takes, bishop f8, and then wait, are they actually saying b3 or a3? Okay, that's too much of a GM move. That's actually too much of a GM move. Going a3 in this position is way too much of a GM move. You don't go a3 or b3 in this position. That's way too much GM. Okay, that's why I'm saying, chat, we're close to GMs, but you know, we might not be exactly there. But yeah, we're at up and exchange, but at GM level, at our level, then, you know, being up and exchange is, you know, good enough. Okay, people. So I feel like this is another like big tactic. First thing that comes to mind is going like rook h2, and then takes, and then like taking here, and then takes there, and checkmate. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. But thing is that after takes here, like, you don't have to take back. You can just go like king g2 or something. So you don't really need to take back, which is the issue. Maybe we could go for this first just to make sure that everything happens the way it should be. So rook h4, pawn takes, and then after rook h2, then you have to take, and then queen takes, and then king here, and then we have this, and then we have this, and then we have a checkmate. This is a checkmate in 5, everybody. Rook takes h4 check. I think that's just gonna lead to a checkmate. Wait, that's like the most 200 IQ thing I have ever seen. That is just amazing. Let's check it out. Chat, it is wrong, 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 it is wrong. That doesn't lead to checkmate, chat. Let's... Wait, how does this not lead to checkmate, though? Oh, because the board doesn't... Okay, no, I'm kidding. It's just the thing doesn't... Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. It is a checkmate. It's just a... it is a checkmate. It's just it's just like this analysis board thinking it's white to move. I thought I was completely blind. I thought so too, yeah. So, but yeah, and then takes, and then this is just a checkmate in 3. Takes, queen here, ba-da-dum, and then ba-da-dum. And this is just a checkmate. Look at how beautiful that is. You know, you can also go for like another line, which is very beautiful, which is to go, can you guys see that, the second line? Yeah, exactly. There we go. Look at that, everybody. Sacking the queen. Sacking the queen. Queen takes h4. Takes. And then rook takes h4. King takes. And then rook h2. Checkmate. Isn't that beautiful? This is beautiful. Good job, chat. You guys are amazing. These ones are too hard. I felt like this one was easier than the other one. I think that bishop g6 was a bit more difficult. This was just looking at all of this sacking that there was in the position and then just going for it. And, you know, I think that we did that in a very good way. Chat, you just need to imagine that you are all Anna Cramling and that you want to sack all the time. And then just think about everything you can sack. And then when you sack everything, you get the checkmate. That is literally everything you have to do. So, people... This is the position. This is the position. It's black to move. And this is a pretty famous one. But it's a really good one to know. Like, no matter what your level is, it's really important to know. So if you guys see it, let's not say it in chat yet. Let's give everybody a chance to find it. Because it's a very, very, very nice one. I've seen it too. Okay, people, start typing in what you think the answer is to this. So what you need to think about here is the fact that, you know, this king is a bit unsafe. This bishop is... looking and, you know, it's taking care of all the squares in front of the king. So this king cannot really go anywhere at this point. This king is literally stuck on g1. That's the first thing you need to think about, that this bishop is so strong. And the only way of stopping this bishop's entrance over here is by moving the f-pawn. So maybe there's something we need to do to stop the f-pawn from being moved at any point. So chat, do you see it? Okay, it's between knight f3 and queen f3, everybody. Those are 2 moves. Chat, it's a forced checkmate. All right, are you ready? It's queen f3, everybody. Why is it queen f3? It's queen f3 because when we put the queen here, it's the most forcing. It's the most forcing move, because even if the rook would block here right now in any way the bishop entrance, then we would have this queen g2 checkmate. Because we don't like our queens, Rox? No, because we love our queens and we know that our queens are the one piece that can sacrifice itself to win this game. That's how important they are. No, but after queen f3, it's actually very, 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 very beautiful. It's extremely, extremely, extremely beautiful. If in this position take here, then we're gonna have this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so if takes there, then we're gonna have this. Guys, I'm just getting used to this whole thing. Yeah, then you take, of course. And then after is something like, you know, king g2. Okay, king g2 is just going to be pretty muted, but let's say king h1. Then you're gonna have knight takes d4 check, and then you're just gonna be getting the queen. So it's actually probably not gonna be a checkmate, but you know, we're gonna be getting a full rook and a piece, and it's just gonna be a complete disaster. So it's not a checkmate, everybody. It's not a checkmate, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a mate. So I kind of lied when I said that it was a checkmate. I thought it was a checkmate for a second. You want the knight g5 and knight h3? I wanted that too. That's why I thought it was a checkmate. I was saying knight g5, but you know the problem with knight g5 is in this position. Whenever there's if knight g5 check, obviously if the king goes there, there's going to be knight h3 checkmate. Like, that's just a checkmate. But the thing is that in this position, they can just block with anything. So it doesn't work at all. You know, surprisingly though, like, the computer says that this is pretty equal. The computer says that this is just like a tiny bit better for white. Is the other line as good if there's no force mate anyways? Yes, Carolina, because we're gonna be getting a rook and a piece up. Rook and piece up, grandmaster level equals, it's the same thing as checkmate, Carolina. But yeah, anyways, okay, chat. What have you figured out, everybody? What have you figured out? While I was gone, what have you figured out? What beautiful move is it that you found here for white to play and move? You guys are saying queen h5. Okay, some crazy people in the chat want queen h5. Okay, so I can tell you something. I know the answer to this one, and you know the funny thing about this, chat, is that even the computer doesn't find the best move in this position. Even the computer doesn't find the best move in this position. So whatever it is you want to play, just know that if you search this with Stockfish, Stockfish will not give the right move at first. It will give it to you after like 10 or 15 minutes of analyzing, but it will not give it to you at first. So this, chat, if you find this move, you are officially better than Stockfish. So guys, what is your final answer? After Queen H5, what's your idea? You guys need to give me a full line. You guys are 100% right. Okay, good job, people. Queen H5. We have G takes. We have G takes H5 and Bishop D1. I don't know if chat found it in 10 seconds because chat, we are 3,000 super clever, amazing people here. That is why. That is why. How do you defend? The idea here is to go Bishop takes H5. How do you defend this? This is really cool. And it's a type of move that, like, it's pretty difficult to find it at first, to be honest. It's pretty difficult to find it at first, but it's really cool. Yeah, Bishop G7, I guess, only move. So Bishop G7, and there's gonna be Rook takes G7, I believe, King F8. And I think you can go like Bishop H6 or something. And then look at this. I mean, this is literally just going to end up being a checkmate. Like, this just looks really horrible. So, like, all you need to think about here is the fact that this king, if this pawn disappeared, this king would not be able to go anywhere. Like, if this pawn wasn't here, this king would not be able to go anywhere. So, for instance, pawn takes here. I mean, if pawn takes the knight, then, well, okay, actually, yeah, then after queen check, there would be king here. But you need to think about that right now at this position. If this pawn wasn't here, the king will not be able to go anywhere. And that's kind of like the first thing you need to think about. And then you can think about the fact that if you somehow was able to, like, have all your pieces being at the same square as they are right now, then you can sort of think about the ideas of, like, bringing a queen and then bringing a bishop, because then you would have all your other pieces in the exact same position, but you'd be able to go for the check. So you just want one check, basically. But yeah, so it's really cool. This happened in an actual game. I'm really not sure if it happened in an actual game. I think it did. I think this is from an actual game, but you know what is really interesting? Is that at this point, the computer says that the best move is knight h6 check. Like, the computer says at this point, the knight h6 check is the best move. It doesn't find queen h5. It doesn't find it. So after queen h5, the computer goes, you know, plus 10 or something, but at this point, it just says, you know, like plus 2 after knight h6 check. So that is really interesting, I think, that there is like that kind of thing. Yeah, I know, it's because of low depth, but still, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it's because of the low depth of the computer. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a big thumbs up and also to subscribe. If you ever want to catch me live, go ahead and go to twitch.tv/AnnaCramling. Hope to see you there.